So a bit of a different Foodie Friday for you this week because I am in a theme park. I'm actually in Animal Kingdom in Disney World, Florida, and I've decided on a whim to try out a restaurant here. So Tiffins restaurant is right behind me. It's one of their signature restaurants, which just means it's a bit fancier, it's a bit pricier, but like I say, it's in the theme park, hence why I'm in my theme park attire. So this park has attractions like rides, roller coasters, all that sort of thing. We were actually just back in Pandora back here going on the rides that are Avatar themed. And I thought, you know what, let's just check if Tiffins has any walk-up reservations. And they do. They said they can seat us in about 5 to 10 minutes. So I thought I would take you guys along with me and we could do a bit of a different Foodie Friday for you. Now, I have actually tried this restaurant before, but it was quite a long time ago. I think back near when it like originally opened. And they do change their menu quite a lot. So I thought it'd be good to pop back in and see what it is like. And I'll take you guys along with me. I'm now sat at Tiffins restaurant in Animal Kingdom. We've come in super early. We're actually the first people to get seated in this beautiful restaurant. It's absolutely stunning. Our lovely server has explained some of the beautiful decor that's in here. A lot of the decor is repurposed from things like shows. Like we've got some costumes from the Lion King show and some items from the Rivers of Light show that's no longer on as well. But the menu looks amazing. So let's take a little look together. There's quite a few appetizer options. Our server did say that for sharing, the top two there in the box, so the bread service or the charcuterie and cheese board would be good. He did say a lot of the others are quite a small portion, but said the pork belly was really, really good. And also the shrimp dumpling over here. You can see the prices there. So most of the starters are around the sort of $15, $16 mark. And then some of the bigger ones are a little bit more expensive. So here is the bread service. We have the Brazilian bread on the top. Then we've got like an Indian bread with some, it's like a chutney kind of situation going on over there. And then the bottom one is a Thai bread. All right, I'm going to try the first bread, which is the Brazilian bread that has this kind of like sweet sauce with it. And it's really nice and warm as well. It's going to be quite like a chewy bread. It looks so good. Everyone around the table that's tried it already says it's really nice. So this is a guava sauce. Delicious. All right, time for the Indian bread, which kind of looks like a papadum. And this is a ginger and pear chutney that comes with it. There's some mixed reactions around the table. My sister's making a face. But I think everyone else likes it. Do you like it? You like it? I imagine it's probably going to be quite strong if it's got ginger in it. Let's give this a little taste. Oh, that's quite nice. And the bread itself is really nice too. It's really light and crispy, like a really good papadum. Yeah, I like that. Right, I'm going to try the last bread now, which is the Thai bread. Pass it along. And I've got my little sauce here to try that with.
Thank you.
This looks really nice. And our server said this was his favourite combo of bread and sauce. It smells, as you go to taste it, like a really nice coconutty korma. But actually, it has a bit of spice to it as well. That's really nice. Oh, I really like that. The spice is like a kind of after kick. That's delicious. That was a really great appetizer for 4 because we pretty much got like 4 of each. Everything was cut in 4 basically. There was 4 papadums, there was 4 of the Brazilian bread, and then the last bit, the Thai bread, was cut in 4. So They actually have really, really nice cocktails here, but we have come at 11:30 a.m. and we are planning on doing some drinking in Epcot later. So I think we're all going to abstain, unfortunately. But I do highly recommend the drinks here. They actually serve the same drinks as they do in the Nomad Lounge, which is just like a lounge that's attached to the restaurant that you can just walk up and join the wait list for. Here is that drinks menu then. So you've got your specialty cocktails. You can see they range from about $15.50 up to $18.50, and I've tried a couple of them. I've had the Snow Leopard Salvation, High Tower Rocks. I'm sure I've tried the Lamu Libation and the Tempting Tigers actually. I think over the years I've tried quite a few of these, either here or in the lounge, and I've enjoyed all the cocktails I've had here. They've also then got some draft beer, some bottled and canned beer. And then you've got some flights down here. So there's a white wine, red wine, and a beer flight to choose from. The beer flight actually is pretty good. $13, you get to try the 3 beers. And then there's also some non-alcoholic specialty beverages, which actually I'm quite intrigued by. There's a ginger beer frizzy, which I think I would go for because I do like a bit of ginger beer and that sounds quite nice. We've got a hibiscus henna, a kayama mama, lily gorilli. I love the names, and a Bolognese breeze. My mom's laughing at my pronunciations of those drinks, so I probably got a few of those wrong. Also, the water here really nice. Our server actually said it's the best in Disney because it's like triple distilled or something. And I think I got a little bit of controversy in the comments last time when I was talking about how horrible Florida water is, but it also just tastes pretty nasty. But you know, it's not all of the Florida water, but when I'm talking about it, I mean like in the parks, especially Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has the worst water and you will not convince me otherwise. But I've noticed as well in some restaurants that the water just has this like really weird aftertaste to it. It's like chlorine or something. I don't know how to explain it. It tastes like I'm drinking pool water, basically. But then some restaurants are fine. So, but here's really good. I have got my drink now. It looks delicious. I think that's mint that was in it, if I remember the menu correctly. Ooh, that's really nice. It's got a really nice ginger kick. Oh yeah, I like that. So looking at the main courses, the surf and turf grabbed my attention right away. It's got beef tenderloin, it's got scallops as the seafood option, which I would really like to try. And also our server said this was really good. We've got a whole fried fish of the day. He said the fish comes from Epcot, as well as, oh, there's a salad I think on the lunch menu that also comes from Living with the Land. But they've got some interesting choices. Got some curries. There's a butter chicken over there as well. A pork duo. I think this was a new item. He definitely said there was a pork dish that was new, and a short rib there as well. And you can see the prices there. So you're talking for most of the mains between like $40 to $50. The surf and turf is a bit more expensive then at $69. There's this extra menu then as well that has the land salads. That's the one that comes from Epcot with grilled steak. And then there's also a fixed price menu, which actually is a decent price, $39, and you get their signature burger and also a dessert. You can upgrade then I think to this black truffle experience. So I decided to go with the surf and turf. I don't think there was ever any doubt. I do like the presentation. It looks really delicious. My mom then decided to go with the butter chicken. Everyone else at the table also got the surf and turf, and then we went with a shared portion of truffle fries. Okay, I'm going to jump right in with the surf and turf. I am so excited to try this. It looks really, really good. Looks like the steak is cooked a really nice medium. So I'm going to go straight in for the steak. Looks like there's a nice char on the outside as well. Oh wow, that is seasoned so nice. There's a really nice sort of like glaze on it as well. But the beef itself is just like really soft, kind of melt in your mouth beef.
Nose looked away from the plates. I'm assuming everything's going the right
It is amazing, thank you. Wow, this is so good. Okay. Let's try some of the other bits. This is polenta. Okay. That's interesting. It reminds me of something, the flavour of it. It's an interesting texture. I feel like I've had polenta in things, but I don't think I've ever just had a big cube of polenta before. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm going to try one of the scallops, which also look amazing. They have just been caramelized on top. Looks so good. Oh, my knife is just like sank into that so easily. Okay, scallops are amazing. Let's try some veggies. I just already know this is going to be delicious. All the veggies look really fresh. Get a little pepper, get some more of the polenta. Just going to try and get a fork full of all of them together. There's a nice onion here as well. Let's get into that. The onion has like, it nearly tastes like a little bit pickled or something. I guess it probably is pickled. It's quite sharp. It's really nice. I don't think I have a bad word to say about all of the different items on this plate. I'm going to try some scallop with some beef and some of that glaze. That was great. Ooh, I've also got some truffle fries. These smell amazing. What's the verdict on the truffle fries around the table? Good?
Yeah, really good.
Ooh. Oh wow, the truffle aioli is really nice. And they're like waffle fries. They're also great. There's like parmesan on top as well. Delicious. I've got my dad and sister also having the surf and turf. You guys happy?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, delicious. They are cleaning their plates up. And then my mom has the butter chicken, which looks delightful. It's good. Yeah. So yeah, happy family all round with this meal. Everything's just tasty. I'm still enjoying my lovely drink. The atmosphere in here is really nice. Our server's been super friendly. So it's just positive all around today. Okay, bit of an update on the food. I feel like this happens a lot. Like as I eat more and more, then I start to change my opinion a little bit. So obviously very positive when I was first trying everything. I will say the more I was eating, the steak is definitely a lot more medium well than medium. And there were some parts that nearly just looked full well. But it's still very nice. Nice cut of beef, which is really important. Like it was still tasty. It wasn't like tough or anything. And then I will say the polenta, it just doesn't really do anything. Like it tastes okay, but this dish, when I had it quite a few years ago now, had like a layered, I forget what the name of that potato is when it's layered. Gratin? Is that what? I thought gratin is like when it's with cream and it's like, I think it was like, you know, the dauphinoise. Dauphinoise potato, that's what it had. When it's like just like layered buttered potato. Oh my gosh, so good. Which also is a lot more work than a hunk of polenta. Because a dauphinoise potato, like you have to like slice it, you butter it, like, so it was just a little bit more intricate, and it was also a lot nicer and actually added something to the dish. I think because I had the truffle fries, it was fine because I still had like potato with the dish, but without that I feel like you'd miss that element. And also the polenta just doesn't really need to be there, like it's just not adding anything. I'd say the scallops though were actually the star of the show. They were delicious. Everyone around the table loved the scallops. I think my dad actually also had a better cooked piece of beef. Like yours looked a lot more medium the whole way through, so I mean he cleaned his plate, so yeah. So I think overall a good meal, but I think a little bit disappointed in the steak. Didn't really like the polenta, but the scallops kind of like brought it up as well. So overall still really enjoyed it, but I didn't finish it. And I remember last time almost licking my plate when I had that dish. So it's definitely just not cohesive like it used to be, like all the elements just working properly together and everything tasting so delicious that you really want to finish down the meal. And I think although I did like the seasoning on the steak, I remember it just being a little bit stronger, or like I just remember thinking that the seasoning on the steak and the texture of like the outside of the steak with that coating of seasoning on it and the char was a bit nicer last time too. And maybe again that's down to how it's been cooked, and maybe it's just a little bit over what I would have liked, but that's all been quite picky. We actually would have loved to have some dessert, but we're all stuffed, so I don't think we're going to make it to the dessert menu. The desserts did look really good and they do change them out quite a lot, and I'll actually just pull up the menu because I don't have a menu left on the table anymore, and we've just said we don't want dessert, so he's not going to bring us one out. But I'll pull it up so you can have a look. There was some sort of was like a creme brulee or something that looked really good, like orange and something, can't remember, but that would have been what I would have got, I'd say, if I was going to have a dessert. Still loved the drink was really tasty and was nice to kind of cut through some of the richness of the dish as well. And I am back outside this time now with a full belly. So as you probably were able to tell, a bit of mixed feelings going on, I think, because originally I was really hyped about it, and then kind of as I was continuing to eat, I was like, oh, do you know what, actually steak's not cooked as well as I would like, seasoning's not as good as I remember, don't really like the polenta that much in there, but still felt overall like it was quite a good meal. So on to the price then. Like I said at the very start, this is one of their signature restaurants, which means that it is just a bit pricier, and that was definitely reflected in the bill. So without any sort of discount or anything like that, it would have been $300. Now that is for 4 people, so it's not outrageous for more of a premium meal. Now lucky for me, I do actually have a membership which got me 40% off today, which is actually part of the reason why we decided to go on a whim to such a nice, like more pricey restaurant. So it actually ended up costing us, I think, $180 before tip, which isn't too bad. Between 4 people we're paying like under $60. Now we didn't have any alcoholic beverages, so keep that in mind. We had the starter, and then 3 of us had the surf and turf, which was like a $70 meal before discount. So, you know, it worked out pretty good. Do I think the meal was worth $70 before tax, before tip, and with no discount? Oh, that's kind of a hard question, you know, because the scallops are really good. I did have a nice bit of beef. If I think about comparables, it is a bit on the pricier side, I think, especially because I don't feel like my beef was cooked as well as it could have been. So yeah, I don't know that it really was worth it. I really did enjoy the scallops, but I just don't think that justifies that higher price point, especially because there was so much filler in there with like the polenta and stuff, when I know in the past they've had something that was a little bit more premium, that requires a lot more effort, like the dauphinoise potatoes. It's hard to say that because we did have a good experience overall and our service was amazing, but I just think at that price point it's just not hitting in terms of meeting that expectation. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me to a bit of a different venue today for Foodie Friday. Make sure you join me every Friday, 5 p.m. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on it as well. And I will see you in the next one.